Cronin didn't have as many yards in the first half as he has in the first few games.
Yeah, no, definitely. They took Cronin right out of the game. I think they did a really good job on that. And we couldn't, again, I wonder if we had been on a turf field, if it would have been different, but it just felt like we were just really slow today. And because of that, some of the things that we would normally do to counter what they were doing just, weren't there. So, Chris, the option then was really Chris, and Chris responded really well. Played a good game.
How big was that interception, Tim?
That was huge. Because the worst case scenario coming out at the half is having them score right away, and us doing a 3-and-out. So, that puts them in a good place. It really didn't look good for us. I think both teams were tired. The heat, everything, the kids on both sides didn't look like they were in the best of shape for the second half. But, for that to happen at the time that it did was huge for us. It really, I think, I wouldn't say it turned the game around, but it sealed the game for us, I think.
Going off of the interception, your defense's performance today, shutting them out in the first half, really allowing you guys a block punt there as well, giving you guys great field position all day.
Yeah, we did some things today that were good, but we still have, we're having some of the same problems over and over again, and it's not so much a letdown or anything, but it's a mental error. It's as simple as being in the wrong place on a play, or trying to overthink and do. I thought the guy was going to do this rather than just doing what your assignment is. If we can fix those things, I think we can have a pretty good defense. But we just keep 1, 2, 3, 4 times a game. We do that, to let them drive down the field like that, and then have 3 great downs in a row defensively and almost stop them. That can't happen. We've got to be a little bit more consistent, and I think our kids are smart kids. I think they'll be able to do it. But to this point so far, we've had at least 5 or 6 plays a game where we just do that. We just are caught out of place.
Team improves to 4-0. Kind of been in position a lot the last couple of years. Does this year feel any different for you? Or?
No, we've been fortunate. I think the meat of the schedule, and I have all the respect in the world for the teams that we've played, and we've had to fight hard to win the games we've won, but clearly I think this year Danvers and Gloucester are the 2 top teams in our league, and we haven't played them yet. Swampscott's undefeated. We haven't played them yet. So this may mean nothing. We could be end the year at 4-6. So it doesn't feel like years past, because I don't think we have the same kind of team we've had in years past. It just feels like we've got a long road ahead of us, but I'm encouraged by the fact that we're getting better every week, and that's a good sign, especially with what we have in front of us.
Coach, I want to go back to Galley for a moment. His decision-making was just outstanding in terms of picking out his receivers and getting rid of the ball, not giving the Beverly defense, either the line to get penetration or the defensive backs, linebackers, a chance to get to the receivers before the ball.
Yeah, great point. I mean, it was the timing of everything, and what Beverly was doing is just sending the house on almost every play, and for Quick to be able to get rid of it quickly. He didn't have time to make decisions on a pull. Like, once he made the pull, he looked like a pinball bouncing off of people. But he did a really good job. Chris kept us cool, made good decisions on the pulls, made good decisions on the throws, got rid of the ball quickly. As you said, he just did a lot of nice things today, little things, but they meant everything on a really what I felt like was a slow playing surface today.
Yeah, and your team's second effort, getting hit, they took a lot of early hits from the Beverly defenders, but they spun out, they pulled out of potential tackles, and sometimes it was 2 or 3 potential tacklers. Beverly did. Even Coach admitted they didn't have a good day tackling. You guys really took advantage of that.
Yeah, we did, but to be fair, they did the same thing. There were quite a few plays where their guys did a really nice job of getting out of our initial tackle, our initial hit. Because I was thinking, my first thought was, when we get home, we've got to really work on making sure that we're getting that first guy down with the first contact. But we did do a nice job of that today. It's encouraging to see. Hopefully a little bit of that is the weight room type of things that the kids put so much work into. But I think a lot of it too, on a day like today, this field was soggy, slow, it was hot, and I think a lot of it was just exhaustion on the kids' part.
Great. Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.